Hi everyone, this video is for 7.2, okay, 7.2, which is solving equations using addition or subtraction. So 7.2, solving equations using addition, using all of it, or subtraction. So you learned 3 vocabulary words. The first one you need to know is inverse operations. That basically means the opposite operation, okay? The opposite operations that undo something. That undo. So what that means is, for example, addition. How you undo addition, or the opposite of addition, is subtraction. And the opposite of subtraction, how you undo subtraction, is addition. And you have multiplication. And how you undo multiplication is division. And the opposite of division, how you undo division, is multiplication. Okay? The second term that you need to know is addition, property of equality. Addition, property of equality. Basically, what that means is whatever you do on one side, you need to do it for the other side, so to maintain a balanced scale. Okay? An example that I gave in class was x minus 2 equals 7. You need to remember how I said x is like the teenager that wants to be alone, so you need to isolate the variable, meaning you need to get x, or the variable, to be by itself. In order to get x by itself, you need to get rid of minus 2. So what is the opposite of minus 2? The inverse operation of that, that's plus 2, because minus 2 plus 2 gives you 0, so that cancels out. Okay? But whatever you do on one side, the left side, you need to do it on the other side. In this case, it's the right side, so you need to also add 2 on the right side of the equal sign. Minus 2 plus 2 cancels out, they undo each other. Okay, so that means you get x to be by itself, and x is like alone at last. Equals 7 plus 2 is 9. I want you to double check every single problem that you do. So I want you to plug in what you solve. So 9 minus 2 equals 7. 9 minus 2 is 7, so 7 equals 7, so that's true. So that means your answer, you solved it correctly. Okay? That's addition, property of equality. So another example is, let's do another example. Let's see. A minus 2.6, or 2 6/10, equals 7. Okay? A lot of people are always asking, well, I can just do mental math. Yes, but there's going to be more and more difficult problems like this. There might be decimals now. There also might be fractions. There might be combining like terms. So you need to know the addition, property of equality. You need to make sure that you get in a good habit of showing your work. Okay? So A needs to be by itself because A is a variable. It wants to be by itself, so we need to isolate the variable. We need to solve for A, solve for the variable. So what we need to do is get rid of everything else besides the variable. That's minus 2 and then with 6/10. How you get rid of minus 2 and 6/10 is you do the inverse, you do the opposite. So what's the opposite of minus 2.6? That is plus 2.6. Okay? And according to addition, property of equality, whatever you do on one side, you need to do it for the other side because that's how you balance out the scale. Minus 2 and 6/10 cancels out with plus and 2 and 6/10, so A is by itself alone at last. And 7 plus 2.6 is going to be 9 and 6/10. Okay? Double check your work, so plug it in. 9 and 6/10 minus 2 and 6/10 equals 7. 9 and 6/10 minus 2 and 6/10 equals 7, so 7 equals 7, so that's true. So the answer is A equals 9 and 6/10. Okay? Now, the second property that you learned is subtraction, property of equality. subtraction property of equality. So what that means is whenever you subtract one side, you need to subtract on the other side. So it will mean the balance will remain the same. Okay. So the example I gave in class was x plus 3 equals 9. We need to isolate the variable, meaning we need to solve the variable. We need to find x to be by itself, because x is the moody teenager. It says, go away, plus 3. Okay, so in order for plus 3 to go away, you need to do the opposite of plus 3, and that's minus 3. But whatever you do on one side, you need to do it on the other side of the equal sign. Okay? Plus 3 cancels out with minus 3, so that means x is alone at last. 9 minus 3 is 6. Okay? Plug in your answer before you circle your answer to make sure you did it correctly. So 6. 6 plus 3 equals 9. 6 plus 3 is 9. 9 equals 9. That's true. So then you solved it correctly. Okay? So let's do another example. What if I have x plus 2/3 equals 9 over 10? Okay? We want to solve for x. So in order to solve for x, we need to isolate the variable, meaning we need to get x to be by itself, the variable by itself. Okay, in order to do that, x has to say, go away, plus 2 over 3. And we do minus 2 over 3, the inverse, the opposite. Okay, because 2/3 minus 2/3 cancels out. Whatever we do on one side, we need to do it on the other side. So x is alone at last. Okay, because we got rid of plus 2 over 3 by doing the inverse operation, which is minus 2 over 3. Now, we need to do this. We need to get them into common denominators. So that's 30. When you multiply top and bottom by 3, so 9 over 10 becomes 27 over 30. In order to get 3 to become 30, we multiply top and bottom by 10. 27 take away 20 is 7. 30 remains the same. Okay, double check your work. So I'm going to double check on here on the side. I'm going to plug in wherever I see x, I'm going to plug in 7 over 30, because that's what I solved, plus 2/3. I'm going to change 3 to 30, so that means 2 becomes 20, 7 plus 20 is 27 over 30, okay? Let's simplify. 27 30 can divisible by 9. Sorry, no, 3. 27 divided by 3 is 9. 30 divided by 3 is 10. So the answer is 9 over 10. And then that's correct. So the answer is 7 over 30. Okay? So that's basically what 7.2 is. If you have any question, please, you always know where to find me. And also make sure that you look at the examples in the textbook as well. Okay?